All right,
That's
it's
good.
good. All right, sounds good. Hey folks, this is Isaac Wegner from HiddenAudiolog.com with another Hall of Fame video feature here of 140. I'm joined here by Ross Hartley, also known as VOD_Cracker on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And we're playing 140 in anticipation of Limbo. That's Inside. We already did the Limbo Hall of Fame, which you can go check out on the site when it goes up there. Why are we looking at 140, you ask? Well, 140 is actually developed by a former designer of Playdead, Jep Carlson. He kind of made this game in his free time after he finished Limbo and was working on Inside. I believe he's working on his own studio now called Carlson Games. Yeah, 140 was the first game he made in his spare time, and it came out and it was like really cheap and flew completely under the radar of just about everyone except for myself, it felt like, because I was the only one who was ranting about it on Twitter. This game's another platformer, kind of another cinematic style platformer, but almost the opposite of Limbo, where it's far more it's playing with color and sound, which weren't necessarily primary concepts in Limbo. Limbo is much more about physics and like exploring the world, and 140 is a kind of an abstracted color and music hybrid thing that was playing with each other, not really physics based like Limbo is at all. So it seemed like a game like he played Limbo, he finished Limbo, he started working on Inside. He was like, I kind of want to do something else because these two games seem like they're starting off pretty similar to each other. And Limbo and 140 seemed like, while it was kind of in contradiction to Limbo, and what I assume Inside will be, but mostly just like it exists in the same kind of cinematic platforming genre. And what that means, we'll find out as we get into here. So this game, Ross Hartley, you have seen zero of, right? Apart from some screenshots?
Yeah, I don't know if you want to change it, but it still says you're playing Limbo.
Oh, that's something I can change later. That's fine.
Yeah.
No big deal.
It's just, for people that are looking for hot, like, esports 140 gameplay, they're going to be disappointed.
I can alt-tab out real quick and change it. No big deal.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the people. I am but a servant. A humble servant of the people.
It only makes sense to me.
Just like everything I do.
Exactly.
Alright. Editing. 140. 140. Alright. That is changed.
There we go.
Now let's get to it. So I'm going to get off. I really like this song at the very beginning, and 140 is kind of one of the first games where when I played it, it was one of the first times where music actually meant anything in a video game to me. So you got kind of this level select world right here. Big, empty, kind of grayscale, and you got these orbs that are flying down. There are 3 levels in this game. We're only going to play the first level because that's a third of the game there. So you grab this orb, you walk over to this thing, and you get started with the first level in the game.
That little hub world looked like the Impossible game. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep, because you're a shape that's jumping.
Yep.
Nope, I completely understand what you mean there. And this game's begun. Very quiet so far. These little shadow areas are checkpoints. Nothing going on. It's kind of Limbo-y, like weird world, very stark, not much going on, kind of quiet. Just kind of walking through it. Pretty simple. And you find another orb. But this is going to be hard to tell because we have the audio jack down a lot. This game's sound is very important to how you solve it, or you have to follow the beats and stuff to solve puzzles and stuff. And so I will be quiet for a bit, but you can hear this. You hear the sound of this guy moving. All right, so that guy's moving around. So I can use the audio to time the jump. I could just make the jump, but it moves at weird beats that music sometimes moves at, where it doesn't always make sense just by looking at it. So the music, I think, is very key to this game. It's very fundamental in how you solve puzzles and stuff. Here early on, you could probably just kind of look through it without any audio, just kind of make your way through. Each obstacle is tied to a piece of audio in the game, so you'll constantly get new bits of audio added to the mix here. Like this one's pretty good. Alright, and then I can use this audio. Grab it. Move on. And it kind of begins here. Oh, see? I can't just look at that and solve that. I have to do. So you see. It's a little trickier here when they stack on top of each other. Each level kind of has its own instruments and color design it's going for.
Ooh, color design. Gotta love it.
Yeah, lots of color in this game compared to the game we just looked at.
That's true.
I remember when we had other people on this site that they did a video where they didn't talk because of how important music was. It was all text-based. I don't know if we still have that on the YouTube or not.
Other people on this site?
Yeah. Back in the day.
Back in the day, I don't remember this at all.
Back in the day when there was 2 times many of us.
So what happened?
You know, people drift apart. Things happen.
No. I mean, like, what's this that you're referring to?
What do you mean?
The thing that you just brought up. I never heard about this.
We had other people on the site. There was other people who wrote stuff for us. You can find that stuff on like the old Blogspot page.
I know that, but I don't know. Why'd you bring that up?
It's because it just reminded me because of they did the video and they're like, all right, here's no audio for this game because of how I'm not talking over. I'm just gonna write video and stuff on it, write subtitles over it to keep the audio pure and everything.
Oh! I know what you're talking about.
I mean? Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It was like probably the first video we did for this site.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
You know. What a crock of shite that was.
So I can kind of understand for like when I'm playing through this game, it makes a little sense, but at the same time, like there's ways you can work around that. You just shut your fucking mouth when you need to. Another color change here. A new mechanic here. Oh fuck, I fucked it up though. Oh, fuck that up. Gets far more difficult when there's more moving pieces and other things you're doing. Oh fuck, like that. So I looked at the guy's Twitter page to just see catch up on the guy, see what he's up to, and apparently 140 is coming to consoles this summer. So look forward to that. It's kind of a weird thing. I feel like this is like one of those games that just kind of like exists in the one form and never really comes back in any way. But you'll be able to get it. I'm going to list all these consoles off. PlayStation Vita, Nintendo 3DS, Wii U, PS4, and Xbox One.
Is this a paid endorsement? What's going on here?
No, I'm just saying, you know, if you don't want to play it on the PC, you can play it in other places, you know, very soon.
Hopefully Dino D-Day gets a nice console port.
Another old school article. First thing written by Ross Hartley.
First one I wrote. Yep.
Why I have shit tasting like Dino D-Day. It's not the article name, but it might as well have been.
Something like that, yeah.
I think nowadays if you wrote that article, that's what the title would have been.
Maybe. We were better back then.
I don't know about better. I think we're better now.
Yeah, I'm way young. It was fun. I wouldn't mind getting more people on board sometime.
Yeah, we'd have to be careful about it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. We've
hard.
learned things.
There are very few people that could put up with me, and there aren't that many people that could put up with you.
Yep.
So
We have evidence of such.
Yeah. You know, I didn't know Borderlands.
Oh fuck.
2,
Yeah.
I didn't know Borderlands 2 reviews would be so controversial.
Such a divisive thing, you know.
Yeah. I saw that I Am Alive is backwards compatible on Xbox One now. That was one of my first reviews.
Oh, that game. What a fucking nightmare.
I liked it.
Oh shit. I didn't see that.
But then again, we've established that I have very poor taste, so.
Mostly the story stuff is what I had problems with. It actually reminds me kind of Deadlight a little bit story-wise.
Yeah, I didn't really care that much about the story, but I thought the game was decent.
When Ubisoft made things that weren't open world games.
That game was in development forever.
It was. I think it was supposed to be like an open world thing.
It was supposed to be like a proper retail game, and then it got cut down to the point where it was an XBLA game. Yeah.
You remember the studio that made that, or was it a bunch of different studios? Was it
I think
Shanghai?
I think it was Shanghai, yeah.
Alright, so once you get to these levels, it kind of unlocks a completely new thing here, which we'll get into. Each level ends here with a boss battle of sorts. And so you're kind of, you can see here that I have this laser that takes time to charge up, which I'm not charging up myself. It's in time with the beat here. So I have to kind of, my primary obstacle is just dodging these things and trying to get this thing in the vicinity while in time for it to hit something without getting hit by stuff. So it gets actually pretty difficult at these sequences and even later on in the other 2 levels of the game. But it looks so cool and sounds so cool. It's kind of hard to play because of us talking over it, but it's awesome.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, fuck. Nope, missed that one. There we go. And that level is finished.
All I can hear is you clacking your sticks in the background.
Click, click, clack, clack. Click, clack. And, yeah. So that's 140. You can check it out there. Let me see if I can access it. So there's the 3 levels, but there's technically more levels.
Oh, spoilers.
Secret ways of unlocking those. So, very, very difficult levels that, I don't think I can get to right now. Let me see if I can grab this thing. Move back here, maybe. No. All right, that's fine. So there are more levels than just those 3, just in weird ways. I don't want to really spoil it because, you know, this game's pretty short already. We're already one third way through it. This is a game like unlike Limbo, where like it kind of like Limbo where it's short, but like in different ways. Where this game is like a level game, right? There's like a progression.
Yes. In
this game, while like Limbo is a kind of a linear, unbroken piece of content. So yeah. So that's 140. Thanks, Ross Hartley, for checking this out with me. And we'll see you folks around. Peace out.
Yeah.